I'm Joan Henry Gates, and I'm here with Real Women of Philadelphia, and I'm here to share today my lemon creamy cupcake. So, the thing I have to show you is that I did take some shortcuts with this one. I'm starting out with simply a store-bought cake mix. This is an 18.25 cake mix, and it calls for, I followed the directions right on the back of the package. It calls for 1 1/4 cups of water, 1/3 cup of oil, and 3 eggs. So I blend that all up. Then when I dip it up to measure it in my cupcake containers, I use this 1/3 cup measure. So I take and I scoop it up into my pretty little cupcake containers. Then pop it in the oven at 350 for 19 minutes. Now your oven might be a little bit different than mine. Mine's 19 minutes. While those are in the oven, I also have some Jell-O, instant Jell-O, lemon. It's a 3-ounce package. I've got 1 cup of boiling water that I'm going to add to the Jell-O. And stir that till it dissolves. Once that dissolves, I'm going to add 1 cup of cold water. So then I let that sit on the counter while I'm waiting for my cupcakes to come out of the oven. I just happen to have some cupcakes that I made ahead of time. They've been cooling for about 5 minutes. So the next step I want to show you is I take a few of the cupcakes. This makes about 20 cupcakes. The cake mix says it makes 24, but I find it makes about 20. I take a fork and I poke it all in the top of all my cupcakes. And I have a 1 tablespoon measurer. And I just drizzle that. It doesn't matter if it goes down all over the side, it'll soak it up. 1 tablespoon. Sure, oops. That would be funny. And pour that down over that. Then I pop my cupcakes in the fridge. Find a spot in the refrigerator. There we go. Now, while those are in there, set this over here. I have my bowl and my chilled beater that I'm going to put on here. We're going to make the creamy, yummy, delicious frosting. This is really sad because this is toward the end of the contest, so this is probably my last video for this year. One of the things I wanted to show you before I whip this frosting up is the flowers, these beautiful flowers that my husband went and picked so that I could have for this video. These were my mom's favorite flowers, and they were planted in memory of her. So I just wanted to make sure you saw the flowers. All right, in this bowl I'm going to add 2 cups of heavy cream, and 1 cup of milk. Now I use 1% milk. You can use any kind of milk you happen to have. And we start that whipping. While this whips, I'm going to add in, I have a package of instant lemon pudding, 3.4 ounces. And we'll put that in. I'm going to crank it. This takes about a couple minutes to whip up till it's nice and stiff. So once it does, you'll see. As soon as it starts to thicken, then we can add the star of the show, which is 8 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese. Now it's kind of hot today, so this might take a few minutes. Believe it or not, it's starting to thicken, so we're going to let that go. What I'm going to do then is to get my cupcakes out of the fridge. Get one ready to go. Give it a scrape. Sides. And one more shot. You're going to find that this is the most moist cupcake you've ever had. Now let's frost it up. We're going to top that. Oh, blooper. We forgot the star of the show. 8 ounces Philadelphia cream cheese. Give it a shot. It doesn't take long as it's at room temperature. It takes no time at all. Let's start again. Now, let's see if we can get this right. I don't know how in heaven's name I would ever forget Philadelphia cream cheese. Okay, so we're going to top that off. Bring it over here. Just smooth that around. Doesn't have to be perfect. You can always just pipe it on. Anyways, you're going to find that this is the most creamy, delicious cupcake you have ever had. Thanks again, Real Women of Philadelphia. It's been fun.